Hey everyone, welcome back to Learn English Smartly with Princess. Today, we're diving straight into a brand new explainer. We're going to unpack the rich, beautiful second stanza of the poem, Bharat, Our Land, by Subramania Bharati. We're going to see exactly how the poet views India's glorious past and its incredibly rich spiritual heritage.
Before we really start deconstructing things, let's just take a second to absorb the text itself, okay? The stanza reads, "Gallant warriors have lived here. Many a sage has sanctified this land. The divinest music has been heard here, and here all auspicious things are found. Here Brahma knowledge has taken root, and the Buddha preached his Dharma here. Our hoary antiquity is Bharat. She is peerless, let's praise her." Wow, you can really hear the deep admiration in those words, right? So let's break this down piece by piece to understand the poet's exact message.
To make sense of this stanza, we're going to look at 5 key areas. We've got an overview of the second stanza, courage and sacred wisdom, a rich artistic tradition, the roots of enlightenment, and finally, a peerless, ancient land.
All right, let's jump right into part 1, the second stanza, and our overview of a glorious past.
Moving right along to section 2, courage and sacred wisdom, focusing on warriors and sages.
So the poet starts off by mentioning gallant warriors. Why? Well, he's emphasizing the immense courage, the strength, and the ultimate sacrifices made by the people who physically protected the nation. It's a powerful tribute to that raw, protective bravery.
But notice how, almost immediately after praising physical strength, the poet balances it out with spiritual sanctity. He brings in the sages. This is a beautiful reminder of the wise saints and spiritual leaders who literally made the land sacred. How? Well, through their deep knowledge, their meditation, and their teachings.
This brings us to our third part, a rich artistic tradition, looking at music and prosperity.
You see, Bharati doesn't just focus on warriors and monks, he takes immense pride in India's rich artistic tradition too. By specifically referring to the divinest music, he's actively celebrating the country's profound historical contributions to music, culture, and all the fine arts. It's like he's saying the very air here is filled with art.
And when he says, "and here all auspicious things are found," the poet is pointing to a much broader blessing. Auspicious basically means favorable or lucky. So he's implying that India is inherently blessed with goodness, prosperity, really noble values, and just an incredible cultural richness. It's the whole shebang.
Okay, moving on to section 4, the roots of enlightenment, specifically Brahma knowledge and Dhamma.
Further into the stanza, the poet describes India as this ultimate land of wisdom. He uses the term Brahma knowledge. Now, what does that actually mean? It refers to the highest possible spiritual knowledge and that relentless human search for ultimate truth. By saying it has taken root here, he's pointing to the region's incredibly ancient dedication to true enlightenment. It's built right into the foundation.
And this enlightenment theme continues seamlessly with Lord Buddha. The poet clearly takes a lot of pride in the historical fact that the Buddha chose this exact land to spread his transformative message of Dhamma to the people.
To really grasp the weight of that line, we need to understand what teaching Dhamma actually meant. It meant instilling core actionable values into society, things like righteousness, deep compassion, lasting peace, and right conduct. These are massive, society-shaping concepts.
And that leads us to our final section, part 5, a peerless, ancient land and the poet's final praise.
At the very end, the poet calls Bharat a land of hoary antiquity. Now, I know hoary is a slightly archaic word today. You definitely don't hear it much at the grocery store. But it signifies great age and ancient heritage. It's a really respectful way of highlighting India's long, glorious history, which, as we know, stretches back thousands and thousands of years.
And all of this buildup culminates in one single, incredibly powerful word, peerless. By declaring the land peerless, the poet is making a firm statement. He's saying, absolutely, no other nation can equal its spiritual wisdom, its cultural richness, or its historical greatness. It stands completely alone.
So, through this one powerful stanza, Subramania Bharati expresses his deep admiration for India's brave heroes, wise sages, rich culture, and timeless spiritual traditions. Now, I want to leave you with a thought. How does the spiritual and historical greatness of the past shape a nation's identity today? Take a moment to think about your own cultural heritage. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this explanation helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Learn English Smartly with Princess for more poem explanations and English lessons. Keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next one.